Hey guys, a very good morning and welcome back to another daily market outlook where we're going to go over every single major dollar pair. So obviously I'm wearing sunglasses today due to a very heavy eye infection in my right eye. Hopefully after the weekend it will be reduced, or the effects will be a lot less. I have good medication and I went to the eye hospital, so everything should be good very soon. That's why I'm going to be taking it a little bit easier in the upcoming days. I'm not going to be as active as normal, but you guys are in amazing hands together with Rutger, the rest of the team, Mitchell, Oscar, Jimmy, Yella, everybody, Thomas. So make sure to be inside Discord. And with that said, let's just dive into the market update. So first of all, EURUSD here on the daily time frame. So when we look here at EURUSD, we can clearly see that we had a daily area of supply. So the daily area of supply is this entire buy up before the sell down, and we've now retraced in towards that area of supply. Now yesterday what I mentioned was that we had two areas of potential supply. So the two potential areas of supply, and sometimes I have to look for my mouse, so sorry guys, but the two areas of supply are over here and over here. So as you can see, the initial reaction has already come. Now what I'm waiting for order flow to shift bearish as well, because at this point in time, if we look at the 1 hour time frame, we can clearly see that this is now your fractal low, this is now your fractal high. This is not a trend, this is just an overall pullback here on the 1 hour time frame, because you can see that we pretty much break structure down, then we break structure up. So now what's pretty much just happening is this, right? Or if you would look at the internal trend, you're just forming an internal trend in towards the highs like this. So what I want to see is at least this low go before I'm interested in any potential shorts at all on your USD. Otherwise, this could just fuel the next leg up in towards that higher 4 hour area of supply up above over here. And then again, what we'll just wait for is the 1 hour to flip bearish. So we're just going to wait for a 1 hour change of character again, and then we look for that sell-off in towards the downside. You could also look at the 15-minute time frame, but the 15-minute time frame is of course a little bit less high probability in this particular situation. There was a potential short over here on the 15-minute change of character. So what we did in fact get over here was the break up, then the breakdown. Then we pretty much see a retest of this area of supply over here, and then from there you could have looked to get in on a short, but this was at the end of the day for me, I think, and personally just not very interested, as I really want to see a little bit of the 1 hour do a little bit more, and also the 4 hour time frame, because if we look at the 4 hour time frame, you can see that this overall push down is just a clean push. There's no liquidity in the overall push down, so you kind of want to always see an initial reaction to supply, then liquidate the initial reaction, and then the real sell-off to occur. These kind of setups will just be a lot higher probability. Going into the dollar index next. So the dollar index has started to react to daily demand. We mentioned this in yesterday's video as well. This overall purple or pink zone, whatever you want to call it, is now your demand zone. This is the sell before the big buy up. So inside here we should see some kind of a reaction going towards the 4 hour time frame, and on the 4 hour you could refine it a little bit lower to, for example, over here. For now we're just consolidating. Let's wait and see if we can get a 4 hour change of character over here after breaking this high. This for me would be the confirmation for further upside from the dollar index. Otherwise I would just expect this to give another bearish reaction down, maybe even fill this gap. But for now what I'm waiting for is the fractal high to break. That is when I'll have more confidence at looking at dollar bullishness, and then for example EURUSD shorts. Going into AUD/USD next. So AUD/USD has pushed back down. Remember yesterday I was looking, and I did mention we could see potential shorts. So why would we look at potential shorts? Go into the daily time frame, and the daily, if we just remove this area of supply to the right, or demand to the right, excuse me, what we would be looking at was a breakdown. So this is the fractal breakdown, and then you could consider this as your area of supply, right? This previous buy up before the sell. But then you see there's like no bearish reaction at all, and now we've just broken the fractal structure in towards the highs. So now this sell before the buy is your area of demand. So from here, expecting the market pretty much just to continue up higher, going towards the 4 hour time frame, and what you can then identify on the 4 hour is again that we're just continuing to push up higher. And we now have stalled inside this imbalance candle over here, which is now acting as your demand zone. So further upside is expected for now on AU. The only thing that you need to take into consideration, and a lot of you were maybe looking at shorts yesterday on the 1 hour time frame, because remember we had two areas of supply. So we had this area of supply over here, which I've just drawn in, and we had this area of supply as well. Now this area of supply, and this is what I'm looking at on EURUSD, and that's why I'm not interested in shorts just yet. This area of 1 hour supply on Aussie dollar, this was the fractal low, and then up here you have like the fractal high. Yes, there is some form of a shift over here, but you can just see that there's no liquidity in the overall push down. So this area of supply over here doesn't really cause any reaction, and then we just come back up again. So this is what I'm also looking at on EURUSD, but the overall order flow just remains bullish in towards the highs. Then we come in towards this extreme area of supply. Again, nothing bearish at all. So this is why I always say wait for confirmation, wait for bearish confirmation, wait for a 1 hour change of character, because the change of character will validate the area of supply. Because if you just randomly start selling at every single supply zone like this, then the problem is that you're going to have so many unnecessary losses. So you always want to be waiting for bearish confirmation before getting in on any trades. So again, just look for the 1 hour change of character or the 50-minute change of character, preferably the 1 hour at the moment when the market is a little bit more uncertain. As the higher the time frame, the stronger the probability of the market playing out. But then again, in this side, this 1 hour area of supply, you would want to wait for a change of character. Nothing happens, then we just push up. No trade missed. Now 4 hour has flipped bullish. The daily fractal has also flipped bullish. So keeping an eye on potential further upside for now from that 4 hour imbalance over here. Then go in towards the 1 hour time frame and see, okay, is the 1 hour and the 15-minute now going to provide us with more bullish momentum to look for some further upside on AU? And is the dollar index also going to push down lower, or is the dollar index ready to flip bullish? And remember, break that 4 hour fractal high. Go into NZD/USD, and we'll do GBPUSD as well in a sec. So NZD/USD is the same as AU. We have also flipped over here. So now previous supply is now demand, and as we can see, this sell before the big buy up is now the demand zone. So previously we had the fractal low break. Sorry guys, I'm a little bit blind, but we had the fractal low break up. Now we're retesting. So now let's see if we can get a double fractal break up and start taking out kind of like this trend line liquidity and start pushing up further in towards the highs. That is what I'll be looking at on NZD/USD. We can for now see that this demand zone is strong. What I'm now waiting for is again the mouse is somewhere totally else, sorry. What I'm now waiting for is the 1 hour fractal break up, and then for a new trend to continue in towards the highs, and then to validate the current area of demand. Go into GBPUSD. GBPUSD here is pretty similar. We didn't miss any trades on this. Remember, we did mention you could look for potential short from the supply zone, but then again, you see an initial reaction, but this reaction is just fueling a push in towards the demand zone, which is in control, and that just pushes the market up higher. No bearish confirmation from the supply zone. So again, no trade missed. For now, again, demand is still in control. This is your current demand zone over here that is in control, and what's now just happening is that we're just liquidating. I'm looking again for my mouse. We're liquidating this low over here, right? This one, and now we could just push back up. I'm not saying that we are going to push back up, but for now the order flow is bullish, right? So we're just reacting to the demand chain. So we want to break that demand chain, and we want to see supply chain form before looking for any shorts, because I know a lot of people are interested in shorts. Wait for this supply zone to get hit. That's the highest probability. Wait for this to get hit, then look for the change of character, and then we want to see a market structure shift to then go short from that freshly created supply zone. From here, not looking for any shorts, only longs, or longs are in control at the moment. Last of all, gold. What are we seeing from gold? Gold has pushed up higher, and this is pretty in line with what we were discussing yesterday. Actually, we can clearly see that we came back in towards the daily zone. Then you go in towards the 4 hour, and this is what I always like. We see a liquidation and a clear change of character, and then we see the upward push, validating that there is demand over here to your left. So there were some nice longs. For now, we're back inside supply. Overall momentum on the short term is definitely still in towards the downside, so I am not interested in buying from this level. Over here you had a nice buy, but this is now not a good buy anymore in my opinion. I would wait. If you're interested in sells, maybe wait for one more swipe of the highs and then look for bearish confirmation. for example, a market structure shift. If you're interested in longs, wait for this supply zone to get broken, then look for the retest, and then look for a long over here. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for all the support. Sorry about my eye and the sunglasses. It's not because I'm some kind of mastermind, whatever. It's just because of my eye. So I hope to feel better soon. Thank you for all the support and the kind messages, and I wish you all a fantastic trading day. Thanks, guys.